not the vandalizer. I'm not the vindicator. I'm not the vibrator. I am the violator. Let's get right into this. Who wants to see some old school cool figures? These are ones that actually, basically, McFarlane started the adult collector toys. I mean, these, X-Men and things were going on at this time, early 90s. McFarlane, was going to have his action figures made by Mattel. But we all know how that went. He said, nope, started his own, did his own thing. And so I want to talk about this first set of figures. They each come with a comic book. These were great. I remember these as a kid, but these were all cool. And these things were just so ridiculous, over the top, but fun, for their time. So yeah, let's talk about Clown. From an action figure standpoint, look at the date, 1994. And now that I'm looking at these as someone who, I worked for Hasbro, done, several customs. I'm a professional painter, artist. These figures, for their time, are pretty darn well done. I mean, I don't remember, he's got a little bit of a wash going on in the paint. I mean, as far as articulation goes, we'll get to that in a second. And the accessory, which is this turkey leg. Num, num, num. But as you can see, he's pretty much one big chunk of plastic, but that's because of the gimmick, which, it goes along with what the comic book, it starts out talking about, the story about Spawn and Al Simmons, and then there you go, he starts to change. And that's what this gimmick does. So the only articulation is right there. But then, with a flip of the arm, not backwards because it gets held up. Right there. And when you look at this, man, he's got actually really good paint details going on. It's a really gross face. I mean, this was something that Mattel, they were trying to figure out, how do you market this towards kids? How do you, a horror comic book about hell? And then this first series was kind of done like that. But then, as we can tell, definitely pretty dark. So here is Clown in all his glory, or the Violator. It's like, even the detail of getting the little toe out, kind of that whole reminiscence of Ninja Turtles where a different foot, or each foot was different, things like that. But as you can see, he had this hair, fluff hair, but for the most part, he's a really good looking figure, especially for that time. So now, as for size comparison, here he is with the MK11 McFarlane Spawn, Marvel Legends Carnage, and the McFarlane Toys R Us exclusive Staction figure. Where the only articulation is the elbow. Is that? And the head. So yeah, Clown, you can see he has a pretty thick presence. He's a big figure, solid looking, for the gimmick. So why don't we go ahead and check out another quick review for the first Violator figure.